joined in the studio by Lionel Friedfeld. Good to have you as always.
Good evening, David.
What do you have for us today?
France, which is delaying the sale of 2 war vessels to Russia because of what's happening in Russia and Ukraine.
A long planned deal, I know.
Yeah, it's a 1.3 billion euro deal that was signed under President Sarkozy that France decided to not cancel but postpone upon American pressure from President Obama and from Great Britain.
I think up to now, perhaps the more astounding part of the story was that France was proceeding with the deal up until just now.
Exactly, so we don't know exactly because maybe of the NATO meeting in Wales today and tomorrow, France wants to put pressure on Russia or because of the American pressure, but they decided at least not to deliver, the ships in October. But it is funny because the US are still doing business with Russia. Actually, ExxonMobil, doing oil and gas, signed a big deal with Rosneft, a Russian company, to explore in the Arctic Ocean. So the US is doing business, but France has to cancel the deal.
I can see a difference there somewhat in terms of providing amphibious assault helicopter carriers to Russia right now versus exploring some gas, potential oil fields. What else did you bring us today?
Exactly, so this is the point, but what is interesting to notice is like in July, the European country gathered together to say that they're not going to sell any arms or war equipment to Russia because of the situation, and today we're going to see the situation in the next couple of hours, but maybe France will deliver the good. So this is very interesting to note.
And certainly seems, again, to go against what seemingly unified policy of the West towards Russia right now. There's some other deals in the works as well?
Yeah, this deal for France is actually critical because it's 1.3 billion deal, but what is critical is that India is looking at the deal, and India is looking at a 20 billion euro deal, the deal of the decade for the French army, which wants to sell airplane, Rafale, which is a fighter, and India has been delaying a long time to buying the airplane. So if France is moving smoothly on this deal with Russia, maybe France will have a good news and will be able to sell the fire jet.
So deals still on the table with India, not so much, or at least uncertain right now. Isn't it true, though, that the French government, by not completing this deal with Russia, takes a huge financial hit?
They're taking a hit because actually there's 2 French companies manufacturing, the war vessels, which is DNSCS, which is a French state company owned, and which is also another company called STX, which is a French government with a joint venture with a South Korean company. So definitely they have, and they will complete the deal. The question is when they will deliver the war vessels to Russia.
Which they've been building now for years. Well, thank you, Lionel Friedfeld.
Thank you very much.
Well, now, i24 News correspondent